Hello and welcome to this EastEnders special. Now our first guest is Mo George. Now, Mo George played lovable character Gus in EastEnders from 2002 to 2008. And I'm here with Mohammed, British actor. A lot of our older listeners and viewers might recognise Mohammed as Gus from EastEnders.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good, yeah.
What have you been up to since you've left EastEnders?
We actually made a film here. We made our own film, written and directed by my friend Rob, and I co-wrote it with him. It's called A Man Down, and it's about a football manager struggling, with the game and struggling with depression. And it was something that we really wanted to talk about, and show it in sport, because we know there's a lot of pressure in the game. So one of the gentlemen, the man here, what's his name? I think it's in the white t-shirt. He works for the club.
Oh, right, yeah.
He basically said to me to come down and play for the charity, which goes hand in hand with what we're actually doing. So it all worked out together. So that's why I've come out here to support. Because it's very important that we speak about mental health, not just during Mental Health Week, but every.
And especially for men, it's a silent killer for men.
Yeah, because a lot of men don't want to speak up and talk about it. So
exactly.
it was
football's a very good age to get the awareness out to
That's
everyone.
right. So it's a great event today, and I'm really happy and proud that you've had such a great turnout. So yeah.
Okay, and how did you get into acting?
I started acting from about the age of 8 years old. One of my primary school teachers, she said, you know what, you need to do acting. Because I always wanted to clown about and show off a bit, wanted to sing, wanted to dance, wanted to act. So she pointed me in the right direction, thank God, and I went to Sylvia Young Theatre School. I got my first job when I was 11 years old in a series called The Biz. Then I went on to do many things like The Bill, Holby City, Renford Rejects, and then EastEnders, obviously.
It seems a lot of people who've appeared in The Bill jump over to EastEnders.
A lot of people, it's like you've got to do a bit of The Bill, it's like a trade thing.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of theatre as well, so,
And what's been a career highlight for you?
Career highlight for me would definitely be, I remember meeting Prince Harry and then finding out that he was a fan of my character. To go from a boy growing up in a council house to the royal family, acknowledging you. And then I met his brother 2 years later, and he goes, "Oh, you met my brother, didn't you?"
So even they talking.
We went back and talked. So that was quite a touching moment for me. Yeah. So that was nice.
And then also, what advice would you give young people who want to get into acting?
I would say to young people, never give up on your dreams. Keep focused on what you believe in, and it's never going to be easy, but it's definitely going to be worth it. In this sort of acting game, it may look, glamorous and it may look great, but believe me, you've got to put in the hard work, you've got to put in the effort for anything that you want in life. So enjoy it, that's the key really. Enjoy it, keep believing in yourself and never give up.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, sir. All the best.
So from EastEnders past to EastEnders present, next up we meet up with Tony Clay. Now Tony Clay plays Callum Halfway in EastEnders. I'm here with Tony Clay, known as Halfway from EastEnders. How you doing?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
So I'll take you back to the beginning. How did your acting career start?
So I started off, I went to, it was like the end of, I went to Hurstmere, so Sidcup, and then I started like towards the end, like last sort of year, I was like, actually, I'm all right at this, I hope. And then so I thought, I'll give it a go at college. So I went to North West Kent, Dartford, and then I was lucky enough to get into drama school. So I went to Arts Ed, and then just, the rest from there, really, mate, the rest is history.
And being a local boy, a lot of people would class South East London sort of as an underdeprived area. How harder did you find it to get into acting than someone, say, from like North London or?
Yeah, I suppose it's like, any sort of, if you're not from an upper class sort of background, it can be harder, but naturally because you don't have the connections and stuff to know who's there, etc., or the financial backing. So obviously, it does add that added bit of pressure. But I was very lucky with with half of my funding was funded by the government student loan, and then luckily my mum and dad came up with the rest, and I'm forever grateful to them. So
still paying it back.
Yeah, I am, mate. Yeah, every day. And then
And how did EastEnders come about?
I met with Julia Crampsey and Roland, who cast it a lot, and so I met with them about 4 or 5 times, just for different things. They cast like Holby, Casualty, and all that sort of stuff. So and then I met with them for EastEnders and a couple of little parts, but nothing was really clicking. And this one, it was like, I was only meant to be there for like 8 weeks, and then now it's like a year and a half down the line. So I feel very proud and very lucky.
And they're still going strong. They haven't cut your contract yet?
Nah, not yet. Not that I know of. Yeah.
You're not going to die from a chicken wing in Ian Bill's cat?
Hopefully not. So I'm still there at the moment, so I'm still there for a little while.
And who's your favourite cast members to work with?
Oh, mate, Big Danny Dyer's the man. Like, he's looked after me since I've come in.
Is there a lot of Dannyisms to Mick, or?
No, I think, obviously, he brings an element of himself to it, but he's just a brilliant actor. He's a lovely geezer. Took me in the minute I come in, very welcoming, as was like Kelly Bright, Linda Henry, Louisa. It's just like, and Jamie Balford. Vic, all of that. There's honestly, Shona, I could go on. Like, they're a really, truly brilliant, beautiful bunch of people. Like, no,
Yeah, that's one thing we have noticed. Like when we interviewed Jake, he said everyone's like a family down
mate,
there.
Yeah, it is, and you know, you obviously you work. Your storyline sort of dictates who you see most. Do you know what I mean? But what Kate's doing at the moment, she's bringing back that sort of community thing. So you're sort of doing more scenes with people, so you're getting to know everyone. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're all in there. Just go, what's going on?
And what advice would you give to getting into acting? It's a very hard business to break into.
Just, it's a lot of it is right place, right time. But I think just perseverance, like, and just always believe that, like, you've got a chance, and you're only, you know, there's a lot of people out there trying to do this game, but what says that you can't be that one person that gets that job? What says that you can't break the mould? Do you know what I mean? Just because you're from Welling or Blackfen, where I am, or whatever, it doesn't matter. You know, I've done plays with people who are from, like, you know, very, very high below posh sort of areas, and you're there, and you're on the same playing field. You know, I don't ever think you're less because of where you're from or you are, etc. Like, you can do it. You know, and I think.
Right, that's it for another week. Before we go, there's some very, very important news to tell you. I need to tell you